Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian Vedic House. Today we are going to share the experience of Sadhe Sati, of somebody who did not want their name to be shared, but I'll be sharing the details of their chart with you. So she is a Taurus ascendant and she has Ketu in her first house. Her moon is placed in Aquarius in the 10th house. So her Sadhe Sati's second phase is going on right now. And if we look at her Mahadasha, so she is currently undergoing the Mahadasha of Ketu as well, which started in September 2021 and will end in September 2028. So right now she is under the Mahadasha of Ketu and Antardasha of Moon, which will end in March 2024. So again, double dose of Sadhe Sati as well as Ketu Mahadasha. And that's what she has titled her experience with as well. Sadhe Sati and Ketu Mahadasha are double whammy. So let's hear more what she has to share with us. My foray into astrology started in my Ketu Mahadasha, which started in September 2021. Simultaneously, I was running my Shani Sadhe Sati, which had also started in January 2020. Tough time. Imagine my plight undergoing two significant dashas parallelly. The starting and ending period is almost around the same time for both, as Ketu Mahadasha is for 7 years and Sadhe Sati, as the name suggests, 7.5 years. Going back in time to give a brief picture of my life has been full of challenges, which I'm sure every life is, no denying that, and I'm no exception to the rule. Things have never come easy to me. I could never understand this as I was growing up. Outwardly, everything seemed fine on the surface. I worked hard, was diligent, and conscientious. Still never got credit for where it was due in all spheres of life. This has been the story of my life, but things were about to change, and for the better, or so I thought. Fast forward to 2020. My Sadhe Sati started with me having zero clue about it. One by one, things started to go wrong, and I used to think, और क्या बुरा हो सकता है लाइफ में? Already कुछ भी great नहीं चल रहा. Here I was totally wrong. Relationships fell out. I got displaced from home and my finances dwindled. The cherry on the cake was loss of reputation and credibility. I hit rock bottom in life. It was like hitting the floor of the deepest well in the world. I was full of why me attitude, cribbing and complaining. My mind was in shock and my thoughts erratic, and there was loss of directions in life. I lived my life on autopilot, going through daily routine as if in a fog. कुछ समझ ही नहीं आता था क्या करूं, किसके पास जाऊं and all that. When things got worse, I had bouts of emotional meltdown, where ending one's life seemed a wonderful option. But I thank God it was a temporary feeling. 2021 rolls in and Ketu Mahadasha starts. I'm again clueless as I was when Sadhe Sati had started. But this time round things were a bit different. Nothing in my outward circumstances changed, but my mindset started changing. I, suddenly, as if overnight, awakened to my spiritual side. That's one of the characteristics of Ketu Mahadasha. Everything happens all of a sudden. I was always attracted to the occult sciences since childhood and have learned Reiki and pranic healing amongst various other modalities. My interest in astrology and religion deepened around this time, and I started visiting temples and different Jyotirlings. I found my peace in Lord Shiva and surrendered at his feet. किसी ने ठीक ही कहा है, केतु आपको मंदिर के आगे लाकर खड़ा कर देता है. अंदर जाके अपने आप को समर्पित कर दो या फिर बाहर खड़े होकर भिखारी बन जाओ. वो चॉइस आपकी है. The onus of the choice is on you, and I chose to surrender. Since the start of my Ketu Mahadasha in 2021, I have visited 5 Jyotirlings, been to Haridwar, and every month alternatively I visit Vrindavan and Barsana. And before this, I had only visited Vrindavan. My Jyotirlinga journey started with my first visit to Mahakal temple in Ujjain in 2021 at the start of Ketu Mahadasha, and now I have already visited twice. And from that first day onwards, I consider Mahakal Baba to be my guru and my go-to person. Any problem I have, I take it to him. Ketu MD is obviously very different from Sadhe Sati, as there are two different planets we are talking about here. One restricts, teaches you the value of time and responsibility, and the other detaches you. You either do it willingly or it will be done for you. Saturn has taught me responsibility, accountability, being humble, to take things slowly, to be respectful to every life form. And Ketu has taught me to live in the moment, take life one day at a time, living moment to moment, as tomorrow is not promised to everyone. I do not make any plans anymore as they never culminate. The universe always has a different one, planned contrary to mine. Another thing I realize is that everything happens suddenly, which is Ketu acting up, and another thing is I need to always follow a strict timeline, which is Saturn teaching me importance of Kal, that is time. I personally think that in my case, it is a good thing that both these dashas are happening simultaneously, as I now realize how these have helped forge me into the person I am today. In retrospect, when I look back, I would not want to change anything about my life at all. Where I was very agitated, upset, discontented, and in denial in the start of my Sadhe Sati, I am more in acceptance and calm now. The why me attitude has disappeared. And as my knowledge of astrology grows, I realize it is all past life karma playing out. I'm just balancing my karmic account and repaying my debts in this lifetime to each and every person I have caused hurt, pain, and anguish to. My attitude now is going with the flow of life and jo bhi hoga dekh lenge. And that's actually all you can do. Rest leave it to the higher powers. Each planet is a guru who teaches us the life lessons and the profundity of life. Should we be willing students? And I have immense gratitude to both these gurus for giving me the opportunity to clean up my act, polish my life, and balance my karmas. I do not have anything negative to say about these two time periods as it is all prarabdh playing out and we have no one other than ourselves to blame. Also, remedies are just temporary relief system which cannot wipe out your prarabdh. It is something you have to go through to emerge victorious at the other side. Hence, I feel it's not right to say negative things about the planets as they are just doing their job and pointing to a course correction to be done by you. And every lifetime is a course correction of the previous lifetimes we have gone, of course. Whether you want to do it or not is up to you. Yes, the only thing that works and has worked for me is surrender, acceptance, accountability, repentance, and forgiveness. Also, last but not the least, a big thank you to Kiran and Indian Vedic House for helping me start my journey in astrology. I couldn't have come so far without you. Just like your name, you are a beacon lighting up people's paths and lives. Uh, I don't know what to say, but yeah, we had met around 2 years ago, and since then we have been connected through astrology. And I strongly believe that friends made through astrology are friends for lifetimes. And it's always a beautiful connection, whenever you talk to people whom you have got connected to astrology, no matter after how many months or years you do so. So she is one of those friends of mine who got connected because of astrology, because of Sadhe Sati Ketu Mahadasha, whatever you may call it. So her experience is also beautiful. There are a lot of personal details also which she was not willing to share for obvious reasons. But whatever she has shared is, I think, enough for anyone to realize the intensity of having Ketu Mahadasha and Sadhe Sati parallelly going on for them. So if you like the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.